Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People, Episode 2, Strong Badia the Free, I believe is the name of it. It doesn't even say. We're back to Homestar Runner
Awesome.
and Strong Bad here, so let's click and start. Here it says Strong Bad the Free, Badia the Free. Super Strong Bad's Cool Games for Attractive People, Episode 2. There we go. I will say,
Settings?
just on the settings point, when you first start this, you start at 640 by 480, and boy does that look bad. I'm so glad that it can go up to 1080p, and everything fixes with that. A lot smoother, a lot smoother. Let's begin the game. None of the little extra things uh, or trophies or scores that were in the first episode seem to have come over. We can see it's, as far as I can tell, no loading was done with the previous save file, which makes sense. They really, Telltale didn't start making each episode part of its whole, part of, as a piece of a whole game until The Walking Dead, pretty much. Everything else, the memory was lost between each episode, and you could just play episode 2 without even playing episode 1. Alright. So, I don't think we need to do the tutorial because, look, if we click here, it's just going to be the same thing, right? We'll
Time
look
to
at it.
check the email. The email.
Yeah,
Oh
it's the
no! The lappy is missing! Hi, folks. My name is Strongbad. You may remember me as pretty much the coolest guy or sandwich ever, 98, or the fellow what stole your girlfriend. Welcome
Exact
to the
same
required by
section.
video game law tutorial portion of my
So
awesome game. It
we'll go
seems
ahead
as
and
though
skip
someone
it.
has stolen my state-of-the-art laptop computer.
This is a
And
point-click
you,
adventure
yes, you, need to help me find out
for
who.
the most part.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's take a look around my computer room.
I would
Move
say
your
it's a pretty
cursor over
standard
various
point-click
items of interest
adventure
in the room and
game.
click the left mouse button. I'll check them out as you do.
It has some dialogue choices in it, but that's about it. So we will ignore that and start new game. Ready to start a new game? Yes, we are. I did some research finally on Homestar, and it still is
Hey,
up
Strongbad, what's the
on
dumbest
the
law the
internet.
King of Town has ever passed? Don't you think you'd be a better ruler than the King of Town? Your pal, Roy T. Castle Hill. Well, Roy D., it goes without saying I'd be a better ruler than the King of Town. But seriously, who wants that job? Stuck in a castle all day? Stuck making dumb laws? Probably stuck in the bathtub? No thanks, man. And the King of Town's mostly harmless. Sure, he's stupid looking, as the scientific diagram illustrates. But he stays out of my business, and that laissez-faire approach to government is a welcome alternative.
Lazy
I
fair.
think I'd like to go to the laissez-faire.
Aha! Caught you red-gloved it!
The King of Town? How'd you get in here?
In flagrant disregard of my new email tax, eh? One creamy ding snack cake for every email sent or received.
Email tax? Flagrant? Creamy ding?
Oh, so you refuse to pay? Boopsmith, administer the color of obedience.
What are you doing? Hey,
You're
cut
under
that
house
out!
arrest.
Ow,
You
my
have the right
freedom!
to bribe me. Anything you offer will be eaten by me, whether cooked or raw. Try walking past that fence downstairs, and blammo! Hope you weren't too attached to that head. And one more thing.
My map! I need that!
This'll make sure you stay put until you can pay up. Now let's ride, Poopsmith. Gotta go collect on my new pour a bag of jelly beans down my gullet tax.
House arrest? Oh man, this is the worst thing to happen to my style in a long line of bad things happening to my style. I gotta find a way out of here and give that uncharacteristically oppressive King of Town a serious mustache pounding.
So we're given like a completely new quest here, and it's one day since the last recording.
Save the bats.
Unless, of course, it's one day and several months since the last one.
gotta remember this date. The worst day in the whimsical history of wrongful imprisonment.
So I can't look at the map, so I can't see if I'm even leveled up.
Stupid king of stupid town.
So yeah, Homestar's website still runs, although it uses Adobe Flash, and that means you probably aren't gonna see it the right way. It's gonna. I use Chrome, and on Chrome you have to right-click to run each little bit of Flash animation, which means you're constantly having to right-click and allow that plugin. It's pretty bad, and it turns out between 2010 and 2014 they didn't publish anything new on Homestar Runner, but they did eventually get back to it, and occasionally will update it.
Prepare yourself. Test commencing. I didn't prepare myself.
So if you do like Homestar Runner, I suppose you could still read it.
Prepare yourself. Test commencing.
It really is just
I didn't prepare myself.
It really is just a online site for cartoons, these Flash animations. I thought maybe it was more of a social media site, but no, it really isn't. So for every email I receive, I need to pay him, I would say. Let's read everything.
Hey, Strongbad, what's the dumbest law the King of Town has ever passed? Don't you think you would be a better ruler than the King of Town? Your pal, Rydo, Castle Hill.
I imagine people did email Strongbad every now and then, and they'd make an animation about it, but there's no other communication.
Is Homestar still trying to find people to be in the Homestarmy? I want to enlist, but only if he helps pay for college. Ready to fight, Ben F. Well, Benf, the Homestarmy will take just about anybody. Where Homestar already blew their entire scholarship fund on an invisible time machine that I sold him. So sorry, no college fund. Which bringeth me to my second point. I'm not thinking your biggest obstacle in college is going to be financial, if you get my drift. I'd start figuring
how
out
can you
where in
make
your parents' basement you're gonna hang your Bob Marley poster once you move back in.
How can you effectively deliver a joke here, as Strongbad, making fun of somebody's misspelling college, when Strongbad constantly misquotes things and I don't think he's just doing it to be cute. I think there's just an obnoxious stupidity in him himself, and it kind of gets to that Dumb and Dumber thought. The Dumb and Dumber, I don't think I've ever watched that. It never really caught my attention either.
Bonjour, Strongbad. What's the deal with that Homestar guy?
I just don't feel like that joke can be played.
He says, is he making fun of me? Confused. Paul W. Athens. Bonjour, Le Paul. Nobody can understand a think that Homestar says. Theories abound as to the cause of this baffling condition, but one thing's for sure. He is, like the rest of us, regardless of language, creed, or beliefs, making fun of you. So thank you, Les Paul, for bringing people together.
That's kind of funny.
Deleted!
But again, he's just making fun of people for misspelling, and yet that just doesn't seem like Strongbad's attitude. So, and that's not to say that you can't have a funny, dumb character. There's lots of them. In fact, it's often the better way to go. You can't have a dumb character that is all of a sudden smart.
Bomb is the hottest. Is he available? Jules and Jess, noisy chewers. Oh, ladies, I guess? If I weren't already swimming in a $100 bill-shaped pool full of email offers from co-educated females, I might be offended. But I am. Splish, splash, emails. So I can afford to let Pom Pom have a little overflow action. I don't know about his availability, though. He usually stops playing the field at around 100 girlfriends. I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you. Most of the girls' pom-pom dates have names that don't sound suspiciously like two dudes. Jesse the boy and Jules the Verns' great-great-grandson. P.S. You both look fat. P.S. Double burn.
I have no idea what I'm doing with my life here.
Deleted! Hey, Strongbad! What do the rest of the
This is
on-point
too many
kings do when
emails.
you're not hanging out with them? And are you still looking for new members? Lloyd Rydo. The On-Point Kings is a pretty exclusive group. The toughest of the tough, the coolest of the cool, and the somethingest of the something. That pretty much rules out guys in Reno named Lloyd. We'll keep your resume crumpled up and stuffed down Strongmad's tube socks, though. As for what the Cheat and Strongmad do when I'm not around, I imagine they sit around discussing whatever cool thing I did or said or sat on earlier that day. Those guys have the unspoken bond of lifelong friends, which is good because speaking isn't either of their strong suits. El Delito Grande!
Is this characterizing the other characters in the game doing these emails? Maybe a little bit, but not effectively. Not effective enough.
Dear citizen, this message is to inform you of the new email tax, effective immediately and retroactively in the form of one creamy ding snack cake per message sent or received, including this one. Please make a note of it. Violators will be persecuted. Your ruler for eternity, the King of Town. P.S. Direct all complaints to my hinder. I still say the wording of that message is legally vague. Deleted.
There we go. We've got all the emails cleaned out. So we can move forward. And is that particularly fun to watch me go through emails in a video game?
If you're gonna
Quiet, you.
Not really.
Nothing interesting.
So we here's Strong sad. We can at least get in his room.
What was all that noise about?
Oh, great! Stuck under house arrest with no one but little Lord Fauntleroy, the most depressing kid brother ever left on the front porch by gross gypsies.
That's never been proven.
So I think what I'm gonna do is if I get the opportunity to say something negative, I'm just gonna do it.
The King of Town put me under house arrest.
I don't even know if that's
House
gonna be part of this
arrest?
game.
That's not fair.
Seriously, I mean, wait, why are you upset?
I was hoping you'd get sent back to prison and I'd get some peace. I've got an unassembled model of the Kon-Tiki that's just waiting for your next incarceration.
What's the best way to destroy an invisible fence?
Well, if you can short out the transformer, then do that. Otherwise, burn. Hey, wait a second. Is this something illegal?
No, it's a radio call-in show question. Hurry up so I can be the fourth caller.
I don't want to get charged with aiding and abetting a criminal again.
Sparkling clean. Must have been Obsessio Depressio's turn to clean the bathroom this week.
It's my turn every week.
Let's take this red towel.
Strong Sad's old security blanket. Strong Mad's new athletic region towel.
Interesting. Not really.
I stopped looking through these cabinets after I found Strong Mad's tube of below-the-belt paste. Hey, who put the Muscle Face 2 movie poster up in the bathroom? Oh wait, it's just my reflection.
So this goes the Strong Man's
Strong
room.
Mad's room has been off limits ever since that crate of bug bombs mysteriously went off inside his closet. It should be all cleared out in about a month, though. Strong Mad's room has been off limits ever since that crate of bug bombs mysteriously went off inside his closet. It should be all cleared out in about a month, though. Toilet humor.
So I got a towel.
If you're
Yeah, whatever. Strongside likes to call this his deathbed. I like to call it his wet bed.
Moving on. So I can't just walk out here, and we got some stuff to click on that we already clicked on, so let's see if anything changed.
Strongside's suicidal houseplant. If only we had read his journal, we might have seen the signs.
So it is a different thing.
I love how the fridge smells like rotting vegetables when there's never been a vegetable in it.
Interesting, can't even click on the microwave.
What's in the Cheat Commando's box? A free sugar-frosted eye patch, just like the one Fight Car wore in the episode Tickled Pink Eye.
So, is that an item? I guess it isn't. I guess that was a...
Cheat Commando's are a delicious part of this ridiculous breakfast.
I guess that was a costume thing. Smoke detector.
Ah, the smoke detector. AKA, the place to find a spare 9-volt.
Windows bar. The
Oh man, of all the weeks
couch
I
has
could have
moved.
picked to install steel bars on all the ground floor windows. Well, at least it stopped strongman sleepwalking. Few
It is
can
a good
withstand the
a good
otherworldly
idea to
horror
move.
of Ugrug, the world's ugliest rug.
Was a good idea to move the couch. That makes it a lot easier to see in that section.
Oh man, wish I hadn't used up the last of my paper drawing that scientific diagram of the King of Town. I guess the next issue of Teen Girl Squad will have to wait.
So we don't have to do that stupid Teen Girl Squad thing.
My crown from Blubbo's. Why did they ever stop making the jalapeno and king snake meat double deluxe? Why? This is where I usually keep all my trophies and awards, but they're all out at a ceremony right now getting trophies for being such good awards.
So I assume if there are trophies in this game, which there probably are, they'll show up there.
I probably could have finished making Dangeresque 3 by now if I hadn't spent so much time working on that teaser poster. Pretty good likeness of the leading man, though. Well, hello, Mr. Hot. I'm gonna stop hitting on myself. All right, the tarantula black metal detector. Now with built-in shovel attachment.
So there's gonna be more of that.
Ah, my wall is exploding with video games.
Oh, yeah, I guess that was the whole point of that poster. You stick it on your wall and it feels like the games are sort of coming out of your wall. I guess that makes sense.
Let's see, what game have I got queued up for the fun machine? Math Kickers featuring the Algebros? Man, when are video games gonna learn? You can't learn from video games.
Oh man, do I really have to play this? Much like the first episode, I imagine I'll just look at it and not really do anything. The arrow keys, left attack is Z, right attack is X, Q is the to quit, pause is space, S is to start. So let's see. Let me just grab my keyboard and see if this works. Alright. So they're back to back. And are we doing the math? X equals
Punch, maim! Punch, maim!
okay. This is insane. This game. 2 minus 1
I'm the
equals
master
1.
of hand-to-hand arithmetic.
This game is ridiculous. So I just do 2 here.
All right. Factor this.
Boss fight. Oh, are we just punching it?
Take that, parabolic equation!
Oh, this is ridiculous,
Level
this
up.
game. Well, we don't need to play any more of that. I'm sure there's some achievement or something for going through that whole thing, but I have no interest in it. See, that one aspect might have caught my attention if they did it a lot better and a lot more frequent, just like stupid video game things, but they are almost just like one-liner jokes. It's like, yeah, we're gonna make a fighting game about math, and that's
A
about
big
all you
fat
could do.
pillow filled with big fat dust mites.
He still doesn't know how to use the washer dryer, I assume.
I knew if I ran them in the dryer a few hundred times, they'd shrink down to my size. The key to surviving in prison is to not hang out in the laundry room for too long, or Shiv City as I like to call it.
So it almost feels like we might spend a significant amount of time
The
just
couch is in pretty bad shape. I gotta stop sleeping so hard.
grab the stuffing.
Oh man, I knocked the stuffing out of the couch again. I gotta stop having those dreams where I'm trapped in an elevator with Milkmaid Homestar.
So this Trogdor game, I think, is gonna
Trogdor
work.
continues to torment me with his brokenness and not working-osity.
I think it'll probably be fixed by the 5th episode, and not a second before.
43rd and 48th Battalion were flanked by tanks from the enemy's 56th Battalion. It was then that General Smithford revealed his secret weapon, a slightly larger tank.
And we only get the History Unleashed channel? This is torture!
So, couch stuffing pillow, red towel, metal
I
detector.
better not. The last time I tried to use the detector indoors, microwaved off Strong Mad's eyebrows. We couldn't tell how mad he was for weeks.
So we'll click to the main floor here. We'll see the pennants.
Those are pennants from various academic institutions, unaccredited and discredited alike.
Now, when they make a game like this with the Telltale tool, or any episodic game where elements are going to get reused, they just have to put it in there once, and maybe if they feel like it, they'll put a second voice response, but a lot of times it's just the same one again.
I don't like the way that hush puppy's eyes follow me when I walk around. How come none of the Dutch masters ever worked in the medium of wood burning on tree slice?
So we can't open the door. Well, I guess we can open the door.
An invisible fence that makes your head explode when you cross it. Seemed like such an awesome idea when I recommended it at the last town meeting.
So inventory, red towel window.
No.
Let's see.
Stupid king of stupid town.
I guess I could make myself look like the king, because I have
Stupid king of stupid town.
a stupid red robe.
Nah. That won't do anything interesting.
Do we have to put it on set
You're gonna-
strong
My
set?
turn. Nope. Man, the poopsmith left a serious stink shadow in here. I gotta open a window.
Open a window, you say. Maybe over here.
What are you guys doing here? Can't you see I got enough troubles? I'm a
I wouldn't have
political
gotten that
prisoner.
at all
That's
without
why
the
we're
hint.
here, Strong Bad. This is a peaceful protest rally.
Peaceful? Free strong bad.
No taxing without representing.
Save the bats.
I even wrote you a protest song.
Oh, we did hear him say save the bats.
Can't you hear the wind blow? We don't like the king of town, making people's heads explode.
Ah, cruel and unusual.
Let's see. Let's ask him to disable
Are you
that.
losers just gonna stand around losing? Or help me get past that fence?
That would be illegal.
I can't go back to the joint again, man. I ain't going.
We started a collection to help pay your back taxes. You're welcome.
Why'd you bring that ugly, misshapen stick?
She organized the protest rally.
Not marzipan, though that's a pretty good one. Gotta remember that. I'm talking about that stick dangerously close to the invisible fence.
That's our orphagy of the king of town. Or arphagy. RPG. First person shooter.
Effigy? That looks nothing like the king of town.
Yeah, Marzipan made us take all that stuff off.
Right, Homestar. We're protesting the actions of the king of town, not the man himself.
Fight the power!
We was gonna burn it, but after looking at that pathetic thing, our hearts just ain't in it. We wanna fry up the king of town, not Stickball Jackson.
Man, this is so unfair. I gotta write an angry letter to my doughy congressman.
Didn't you see the warning message about the new email tax?
No, I didn't see the warning message about the new email tax. All messages from the king of town get intercepted with extreme prejudice by my idiot filter.
But I sent you all kinds of reminder emails.
Idiot filter.
But I sent you all kinds of reminder emails.
Idiot, never mind.
I think I've got this now. Let's
No
try
blood for
this.
creamy dings.
Royal robe and size husky? Check. Hey, to cheat. What's red and fat and smells like rancid meatloaf? No, the other thing. Man, ain't that always the way? The one day an interesting package comes in the mail is the day you get put under house arrest for tax evasion.
So now we'll use the pillow
No
with
blood
this.
for creamy dings.
Come on.
The king's morbid obesity, check.
And we've got to do the...
The king's
Beard?
ridiculous-looking beard that's supposed to hide his lack of a jawline, check.
So the cheat's helping me. And then the crown.
Stupid crown that gets the king all up in my grill acting like he owns the place or something, check.
Oh, hello, King of Town.
It's him! That's the guy! Burn him up!
Burn the king!
Oh well, take him out, boys.
Sweet, recently divorced Lady Freedom! Onward to Strong Badia! Strong Badia, the free!
Hey, that's the name of this.
Shut up!
So that was a late intro, I suppose.
Friends and losers, my long incarceration has taught me that we can never be truly free until we reject the fat authority of the King of Town. Hence, to forthwith, I shall only refer to him as the of Town. As of today, Strong Badia is its own independent nation. The cheat, if you will. We should all live in a place where we are free. Free to pick our friends. Free to pick our noses. And most importantly, free to pick our friends' noses. That's why I, Strong Bad of the mighty
That's
Tiny
like a
Whitey,
2-year-old
declare
joke.
war on
Like
the
a joke for a
Elf Town.
2-year-old.
Who's with me? Where'd everybody go? Seceded? They can't do that. I'm the only one who gets his own country.
So, that, I guess, was the first act or the prelude to the game. Not too bad, I will say. We figured it out and now we move forward. I guess our next section of the game is to, I guess, bring down the king? Is that what we're supposed to do? We really need an objective right now to pop up to tell us what we're supposed to do because I have no clue. So it's just going to be wandering around, which in a point and click adventure game, you don't need to encourage the player to wander around aimlessly. They'll do it just on their own fine. But anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.